This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Minshew, 1st and 10. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
10 at the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. On 2nd and 9, Minshew. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side.
Pass.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give the tackle there to Danielle Hunter.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Hill going to keep it on the option. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Out of the gun is Minshew. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
Ain't doing nothing.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Packers. Stephon Diggs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
A gain of 16 yards. And a Vikings first down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. 30. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. The big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They start the drive with Cook. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On 2nd down, Cook. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now, a little bit of space there for Cook that time as he winds up getting about 7 there on 1st down.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 39 that time.
Quarterbacks have so many options when they have a 4 vertical route because they can hit any one of those 4 at any time, often for a big gain. But to me, the key is don't lock in on any one of them. It's best for him to look in one direction and throw in another.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings have tied it. They can grab the lead with a PAT. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Makes the score Vikings 14. Packers.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Dillon, the ball carrier.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. From the gun, Minshew to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
It's grabbed over the middle by White. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. They run with Dillon. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Here's Minshew. Got an open man. It's Washington. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. This is Dillon. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And the ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal. Now a carry for Dillon, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal.
Go. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 555.
Minshew sets to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
It's now 4th down and goal.
And his kick is indeed good. And that'll get the lead down to 5.
For Vikings.
Or maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. On the ground, it's Cook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Being chased out left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
13 yards. First down, Minnesota.
Now back to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
And the Vikings first down.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
At the 18-yard line. A gain of 13 yards. First
so
down.
from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They'll look to throw here on first down. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
33,
Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard.
Ready? 10-2 stop. 55. Watch the pass. Right 55.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Slant to Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Minshew. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. Still going. There he goes, right side. The fake punt works to absolute perfection. And the Packers are back within a score. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
28, Packers 24.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
2nd and 1 at the 35-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side and all of a sudden, you got a battle.
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
At the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Gardner Minshew.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Got some real estate inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd. They'll run now with Dillon. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 38. And this one is right through. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They run again on first down. Cook, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Taken down at the
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
At the tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
First down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. They'll look to throw here. eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. 24 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Is good. Makes the score Vikings 35. Packers.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Well, good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking on the midfield logo. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you, because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's the option. Quickly completed to the right flat. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before.
Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick. Up, I've got this, but he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And they'll begin by running the option. That's out to the left, flat and complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to number 28. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the Packers' 43-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Complete to Dalvin Cook. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Down at the 4-yard.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? He's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and
Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through.
And that will bump the lead up to 11. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Minshew. That'll be complete to the running back, A.J. Dillon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
27.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun is Minshew. Flushed out right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first.
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Looking for White on the deep ball. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty's not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
First down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. he's tackled at the 5.
At the 5-yard line.
Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Touchdown.
Justin Jefferson. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Vikings 45, Packers 27.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And he'll look for Adams again, and this time he's got him. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Looking deep for Adams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. Going deep for Diggs. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Gain on the play. 2nd and...
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Cook. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Rashawn Gary, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. The drive starts with a completion, left side. 7 yards, the pickup there. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Minshew sets to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But with that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
45-yard line.
Minshew, 1st and 10. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Yannick Ngakoue, his 2nd sack of the night.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 41. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Tonight's final score, Vikings.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Vikings, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. So for our entire